gonna teach you 5 ways to increase your comps at the casinos. Now, who doesn't want that? If that sounds interesting to you, please give this video a like. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I would love that. Okay, number 1, you want to get the casino's rewards card. It's a rewards card that you plug into a slot machine. You can use it at tables as well, and the pit boss will track your gambling. But in this video, we're talking about slot machines. So you plug it in the slot machine. It will track the money you put in, the amount you bet, the amount of time you play, the money you put through the machine, your wins, your losses. There's many variables. And then with this information, the casino will send you rewards in the mail or email, depending on what you asked for when you signed up for your card. Basically, the more you spend, the better comps you get. So generally, this is how most casinos figure out your comps. Some may differ slightly. It doesn't really care about your wins and your losses. I mean, obviously it tracks that. It's basing your comps on the money you put through the machine. And when I say put through the machine, I mean, like, if you play, say you went and you put $100 in there and you played for 4 or 5 hours, well, that $100, as you know, if you do gamble, could all of a sudden be $500, and then it could be down to $100, and then it could be back up to $400. So your initial investment, yes, was $100, but the money in that you're putting through is going to be far greater than that over a period of time. Okay, so number 2, use your player's card always, because otherwise the casino has no idea that you're gambling, no idea how much you're running through that machine. You'll get 0 comps for the money that you put in that day. Now, there is the odd exception to that. It generally is always. So the only exception to that would be if you were popping into a casino for 5 minutes, say, and you were just gonna play quick and then maybe grab a cab or a limo or whatever. Casinos have what they call a theoretical loss, and they base your comps on an average daily theoretical loss, so ADT for short. And you want to keep that as high as you can. So keep that in mind. You want to keep that as high as you can. Basically, if you went to the casino one day, put $1,000 in, played for 4 or 5 hours, you're gonna have a great ADT. If you pop into the casino the next day for 5 minutes and put, I don't know, a couple $20, $100, whatever, and then leave and you put your card in, then what happens is they average out the days that you played, and that will completely ruin your ADT. It'll cut it in half or worse, and your play will be rated at much less than it would have been, and your comps will be based on that, which then your comps won't be that great after all. Only use your card when you're playing for an amount of time. Definitely don't use it if you're just popping in a machine for 5 minutes. I know a lot of people think every time you play, put your card in, all the dollars add up, but it does not work that way, because like I say, they have an ADT, an average daily theoretical loss. You don't want to mess that up by popping in for 5 minutes and playing with your card. Okay, number 3, you always want to play on multiplier days if you can. You know how casinos sometimes they'll have like a 5 multiplier days, so you get 5 times the points for your play. The reason you want to do that is if you play on a non-multiplier day and you put in $500, and then you go on a 5 times multiplier day, you would only have to put in $100 to get the same amount of points that you got on the non-multiplier day when you actually had to play $500. So definitely play on the multiplier days. Okay, number 4, try and play on just one card. Now, what I mean by that is a lot of couples go to Vegas together, or friends, or mother and daughter, and a lot of times, most times, you each have your own card. And I know I did this for years, and I'm sure a lot of you do it now. You want to try and play on one card. Well, what you should do to keep your ADT high, because keep in mind, you want to keep that as high as you can, for the entire trip, you should just play on one of your cards. So maybe on your card for the entire trip, and the next trip you play the other person's card. Or at least play on your card all one day and the next day play on their card all day. Because if you keep playing on your own cards separately or switching on and off on cards all day, the ADT isn't nearly as high as if you just play on one card. A lot of people definitely don't know that. I didn't know that for the longest time. Okay, and number 5, if you have a casino casino that you love and you want to stay there the most, that's where you should get your player's card. That's where you should play your gambling budget. Like I said, the more you spend, the more you get. It's fun to walk down the strip, get all the cards, put 100 in this casino, put 100 in that casino. I mean, I'm not saying don't do that because that is fun. I like doing that. But 90% of your gambling budget should be at the hotel where you want to stay. 100% ultimately, but a 90% for sure. If you think about it, if you spend most of your gambling budget at the hotel where you want to stay, your comps are going to be much better than if you spend 100 here, 100 there. You're going to get comps at all those different places, but the comps are going to be based on much lower play. If you already use these tips, let me know in the comments. If you didn't know about them, let me know in the comments. And if you're going to try them out, let me know in the comments. Just let me know in the comments. I hope that you love these tips. I hope they helped you. If they did, give this video a like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Have a great trip to Vegas next time you go, or wherever you go to your casino. And I will see you in the next video. Bye. And okay, let's try this again. Much lower pay.